All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Another episode of the Always Chillin' podcast. Kenny Dean the Sandman coming at you from the barbershop once again. You ever you're just sitting in a room in your house and you just get the urge to rearrange the shit?
I started doing that today.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
We were doing that today. I texted you. I'm like, oh, I was moving furniture. I'm on the way, whatever. That's what we were, because we have it's like a game room / makeup room where I have like my PlayStation and shit. And she has all her makeup and hair stuff, so like she gets ready, I can play PlayStation and stuff.
Right.
And we got these desks that are they're right next to each other. They make like a little. They're both L shaped. So there's like a little thing in the middle.
Got a little cove.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But my wife was like, we should move that desk over there sometime, and I was like, we should just do that right now today.
Yeah,
because it sounds good. So I was getting it all set up, and I got my cords all like taped up and shit. Nice again, dude. It looks good. It's a good move. It looks great.
I find I fuck up when I playing shit. I just gotta do it.
Yeah.
When I get the urge, I'm about to do this shit. Mm-hmm. Might not finish, but I'm about to do this shit.
Yeah, so we rearrange our whole shit. I'm gonna have to move all the stuff on the walls, like shit over here to over here or whatever. But
I got a lot of
Pretty
fucking bikes, man. I've been donating bike parts probably for the past 3 days.
Really?
Yeah. Man, it's just over the 13 years of being together, man, starting out with fucking nothing. And then starting from one side of your house to the other, from the top to the bottom, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Got to start getting rid of some of this fucking shit. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the coat drive, man. I've been doing a lot of giving away, donating type shit, man. And
Yeah, we're doing that too. My wife mostly. She has she got clothes that they still have the tags. They never even made it out the bag after she bought it. Just
somebody's going to be happy.
sitting in a room. Yeah, it's 'cause somebody's really going to like that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're donating a lot of stuff. Decluttering some shit. We had this whole room that was just full of whatever.
Yeah, we got that same room.
Yeah, not trash, but just
what a bunch of shit
stuff.
where I don't want to put it in here, so I'll put it in here.
Right, yeah.
We had 2 rooms where, they pretty much switched each other. You know what I mean? I had all my sneakers in one room, and then I was like, well, fuck, I'm going to put them in this room, and then that room became that room. I'm like, man, we got to just start dropping fucking shit off, man. Half the shit we don't use. We got one of those Pelotons over COVID.
Yeah.
And we use it. We'll use it this winter. But, man, that shit takes up a lot of fucking room, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're just dropping shit off. Been looking for a house, so if that lands
you don't
in our
move
lap,
all
we'll
that
be
shit
ready
either.
for that shit.
Yeah.
I ain't moving a goddamn thing either, man. We hiring fucking Mayflower.
It's crazy, though. All my shit used to fit in a Mercury Cougar.
Crazy. That's what I'm saying, right?
Everything I owned.
We moved from a 1-bedroom, basically an efficiency with a kitchen with 1 pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to need a Mayflower.
Yeah.
and our vehicles.
It's kind of nice, man. We're lucky, dude.
Yeah, praise God,
We're
man.
lucky
praise
to
God.
have stuff to throw away.
Praise God. Like I said, everything I prayed for, I now have.
Yeah.
So humble me now.
Yeah, my wife was talking about that today. It's
And it's simple.
yeah.
Simple.
I got stuff I didn't even know that I wanted.
That there's
but
that, right?
But deep down, I always wanted it.
Always want it, and you have it, and it's
not even stuff, just
and you probably
interpersonally and all that
you
shit.
probably stare at it more than you actually use it or wear it or look at. You know what I mean?
If I could open up a little time window, just a little square, and just 8-year-old me could see what I got going on, he'd be like, "Damn, I didn't know I wanted my life to turn out that way, but I do."
That dude is the shit.
You
That's
know?
me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that dude is the shit.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I could definitely say that about myself if I looked back.
I think that means you're doing stuff right, man.
Yeah. The even the paths I took, man.
Yeah. Dude, I was about to say, I bet this is another thing. I think about sometimes if I don't feel like doing something or whatever, I'll be like, but remember when you were in Afghanistan and you really wanted to do this shit?
You talked about it.
And then I do it.
You said you were going to do this. You said you wanted, this is all you fucking talked about for 92 days straight.
Even if I'm having a bad day, I'm sitting at the house pissed off playing PlayStation or something. I'm like, you would have actually killed somebody for this.
Almost literally.
I mean, not even.
Because you didn't know.
I don't know, dude. In the middle of Afghanistan, somebody's like, you kill this dude, you get to go home. I'm thinking about it.
Like I can go do
Like,
that.
I'm at least thinking about it.
I'm gonna think about it.
I'm like,
bro.
what do you do, or what, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check how valuable you are to our life.
Even if they're like, we're not telling you, I'm like, I'm thinking about it still.
Think
Like,
about it.
I don't
What
know.
did he do? Where's he from?
Yeah, like,
I gotta consider some things. Yeah, man.
but I'll think about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
so
man.
even a bad day is like better than better than like the best day I possibly could imagine 10 years ago, you know?
Yeah, I say it all the time. Some people think it's childish or remedial or whatever, not. But I say it all the time. Any day I'm not in prison is Disneyland to me.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna. Do you ever, I don't know, just thinking about anything and you're like, oh man, well, like, remember when I was in prison and I couldn't do this shit that, like, you're like, oh man, I'm tired and I don't feel like whatever.
Get your ass.
I don't want to go to the store. It's like, oh,
Get up.
remember when you were in prison and you couldn't go to the fucking
Yeah.
store? You ever think about that?
I value those things, even the smallest little things. Being able to go inside somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
coming out of there, chilling in the parking lot, lighting a cigar in my car and just chilling for a minute.
Yeah.
Going out of my way, going back home. You know what I mean? Maybe taking a couple extra blocks, listen to a couple extra songs, ride by some shit I wanted to see. Yeah, all of that shit. It's just the smallest little fucking things, man. Even just being able to walk around the block knowing I got 2 cars and fucking 7 bikes in my house. You know what I mean? I'm a
That's
walk
cool.
real
That's
quick.
cool, man. Yeah.
Little shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Not so much material, just little shit like that. Like I know I can walk down to the gas station and it ain't shit. You know, I got so many different ways of transportation, but I'd rather walk. You know, little shit like that where you're walking in theirs to the west yard and to the east yard and that's
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? It's like no rhyme or reason where I may even end up. I just light me a cigar and walk 6 blocks and walk back home, and I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and there's like another level where you can look at your trials and tribulations and stuff and still decide like it was like, oh, it was worth it. Like how stuff ended up was worth all of that.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe for me, maybe it's easier because I don't have like the literal trials
Right.
part.
Right. The
But-
literal trial.
right.
Well, no, I never went to trial.
Oh, true.
I never went to fucking trial, dog. I wasn't that fucking stupid. Like, it used to bother me, and I never. Maybe I snapped a couple times on dudes when I would hear dudes like, "These motherfuckers got me in here," or I'm like, no, "Come on, man."
Yeah, you did that.
The gig is up, bro. I was never that dude to be like, these motherfuckers frame me or I didn't do that. I'm not going to tell you I did it. I'm not going to get on the stand and help you with your investigation on me.
But if you got me, you got me.
But if you got me, you got me. There's a thing where I asked my lawyer, and I can't remember how I asked him word for word, but I basically said, yo, I don't want to say I'm guilty, but yo, you know what I mean?
No contest.
Mute.
Mute.
You go mute. So, do you have anything to say? No. No. Just let's do this shit. Let's get this shit over with. I'm not going to trial. Never, ever, ever in my fucking life will I get on the stand and help you send me to fucking prison. Nah, B, what you got? You got what? I'm looking at 15. You give me 5 right now? I'll take that. I'll take 5. I'll take 5, Your Honor. Nah, we ain't doing none of that shit. We ain't going through no depositions. We don't need none of that shit, bro. Nah. No, I don't need my lawyer to go hire his investigator to take. I'll go take those pictures for you. I'll just do all that shit myself. I've done that shit before, dog. Nah, man, we ain't going to trial, man. All 3 of my prison numbers, I took the deal. Yeah, let's go. The gig is up. I did it. 10 times out of 10. Yeah, it was probably me. Yeah, so I'm not gonna shit in their face and and play with them so they can, because 9 times out of 10 they're gonna max you.
Yeah.
Because the city, the county, the state, they all gotta pay for that. If that trial takes 6 hours or fucking 6 months, man, they're wasting a lot of money on your little dumb guilty ass.
That's what's interesting. Is there's a way to be a criminal but also be respectful about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be respectful.
It's
And,
so funny.
I'm gonna be respect, bro. I even had a parole board member who was like, "Damn, Demond, we appreciate your honesty." I'm like, "Well, shit, dog. I'm trying to get home, man. I mean, shit. I'm not gonna come up here and tell you I didn't do it. I'm in this motherfucker." So
I mean, that's a good attitude. That probably did help a lot, though.
It did.
Honestly.
It did.
Like with the authority figure part, like
it's like, hey, man.
People probably did appreciate it. Like I'm sitting here appreciating it right now.
I'm not gonna play games with y'all. I'm not gonna say, yo, the police was fucking with me that night. Hey, man. Yeah,
like you're in there like, hey, you guys are spending a lot of the citizens' tax dollars on this. They're like, Demond could probably get out of jail, right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help y'all help me. Everybody's gonna help each other here. We're all
like,
gonna
this dude doesn't even seem like he should be here.
We're all gonna save each other some money. Yeah, they'd be like, well, we appreciate, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, yeah, man. I mean, I did, man. Fuck. Like, shit, I'm here now. Oh, my whole thing would be like, what I used to tell the prison guards, say I was smoking a joint in my cell and the prison guard would smell it. And he'd be like, put that shit out before I come on deck. Be like, fuck, what you gonna do? Send me to prison? You can't resend me to prison, so I'm gonna tell you all about it. You know what I'm saying? Shit's over. I've been sentenced. I'm gonna tell you all about it, man. What happened? And shit, that's how real they ass with the story. But I'm being genuine though. Yeah, why take it to trial? I don't understand that. That's why when I watch First 48, oh man, shut the fuck up, dog. Or just take your lumps.
I mean, you earned them, you know.
Just take your lumps. Take your fucking lumps.
If you earned them. Some people are and they're innocent, but everybody saying they're innocent makes it dilutes the issue for the real people that are. I mean, that's like, I feel like that's super rare for you to get. Because if you're even in a situation where you're in a room talking to police, you did something like.
You look like somebody.
Something got fucked up somewhere. Like you got associated with the wrong people.
You look like somebody. You was in the neighborhood.
You were at the wrong place. Like
you were around the corner.
Something. Like the cops don't just go knock on a random door and take you into a room.
Like that. Very rare. And I'm trying to think. 3 prison numbers, 16 years total. I didn't know one innocent guy.
Yeah.
Not one. I can't even think of anything where it's even close. They very, 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 and I know it's happened.
That's like a payday, dude. You get like $40 million for that.
Depending on what state you're in.
Yeah.
And if they even recognize that. Yeah. I think there's, and I can say it, there was the Beatrice 6. I was in there with 2 of those guys. I think the state of Nebraska owes them total maybe $200 million. I haven't heard anything of them even getting a penny of that.
Oh, I should, God damn, the dudes at work talk about that Beatrice 6 documentary on HBO all the time.
Oh, it's on HBO?
Yeah, and they have questions about it and stuff, and I should.
There was a lot of questions about it. I remember them saying it was a guy.
I don't remember what their questions were.
A guy in Alabama or something that died in prison. There was so many different stories, and I heard that from the horse's mouth in there. You know, those guys that ran. I'm like, well, you know, y'all got to go to court. Unbeknownst, you know, that I know years later that this is what it was. I think it was about. I had been transferred to NSP from Tecumseh. I remember this happened at NSP. Because I was maybe a year and a half on my way out the door. I think it was about 07, 08. 08 for sure. I'm pretty sure. When countrywide, if you were incarcerated, juvenile, county, state, fed, if you were on probation, if you were in a facility, hospital, be it VA, you had to surrender your DNA. Everybody did in 2008, whether they wanted to, whether they knew it or not. I tried to fight it because I said, yo, I'm already a 3-time ex-con, a violent ex-con at that. My next one's 25 to life. How do I know you're not going to plant my evidence somewhere in 2-3 years or something? Mm-hmm. Well, they gave me a whole spiel and let me know that I had, they got a good time law, then they got positive time. I had no idea about what the fuck positive time was. So I was like, yo, I ain't giving y'all my shit. I'm on my way out. I don't have to. It's like, yeah, you do, and you are. Otherwise, we'll take a whole fucking another year from you. Well, I'm like, well, I don't have a year left. And they're like, no, there's a whole nother category. I was like, so y'all can make up time and take it from me? Yeah, for refusal to give up your
Damn.
DNA.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
weird.
after that, there was a lot of cases that motherfuckers had been in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and they get that DNA, come to find out, yo, he didn't do that. He's been in here 50 years. Fuck. Or they're finding, yo, this motherfucker been, they just found one yesterday. Did you see that? 55-year-old murder. DNA connects him. This man's been walking around for 55 years. And
Damn.
DNA got him. So I was telling Janice, so she was like, he's like 90 years old. They don't give a fuck. There's two things there's no statute of limitations on. I guess I got to say unaliving and SA. It doesn't matter when it happened. It could have happened 200 years ago.
I think that unaliving thing is
It's so stupid.
Well, because it's like you're not allowed to say murdered or killed. It's because it's for ads. We don't get ads anyway. I don't give a fuck.
So fuck it. Yeah.
We can
So
say
there's only two things: sexual assault and murder. There's no statute of limitations.
But like eventually, you're gonna stop getting ads if you say unaliving, because unaliving is just gonna mean the same thing, and you're not gonna be able to say unaliving. And it's gonna be
so
like,
I was like, I've been looking at that.
it's
shit.
the
Like,
same shit. Like if it just means murder, because that's like when we were kids, my mom didn't let us say like frick, like frickin', like freaking, you know, because she's like, oh well, you're just replacing the F word with it. And I'm like, isn't every word a replace? Isn't anything I could say a replacement for the F word?
Yeah.
Because isn't what I'm doing replacing
Shark.
a word and I'm not supposed to
Shit.
say? Like, yeah, like
I mean, fuck. Really?
eventually you're just not gonna say unaliving.
You grew up with a no cussing household?
It wasn't no cussing really. I didn't start cussing in front of my mom until I got out of boot camp. Because mom doesn't like cussing that much.
Okay.
Dad cusses. Mom doesn't like cussing that much. I've heard mom cuss, but it's only like shit's got to be real for mom. If mom's cussing, then like
yeah. Get down, lay down.
Because that didn't happen very often.
Okay.
My grandma really doesn't. That's why grandma doesn't listen to the podcast, because
Church lady.
we cuss too much. She's not a church lady.
Not
She's
church
just
lady,
she
just
doesn't
old lady.
like it. But I didn't really. I don't know. I didn't really start cussing in front of my. I was cussing at school and stuff, starting in like 6th grade or something. But
I grew up in a cussing ass household, dog.
Yeah.
My mama and my daddy, man, they didn't give a fuck.
that's how my. If I had kids, that's how my house would be. As long as like.
Don't cuss at me, boy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You can say. You can say what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
You
what
can't
the
say
fuck?
what's going on.
Who these motherfuckers at the door?
You can't say what's going on, motherfucker, to me.
Yeah, especially my dad. He wouldn't. I think I was
Yeah.
already saying motherfucker shit, goddamn, fuck, all that shit when I was 9.
Yeah.
And that's just the way he was like, say what the fuck you mean, shit, say it, goddamn it. So I was like, well, shit, fuck, you know. And we had a conversation. That was the only way my dad.
I think that's a good way to do it, because then like you learn how to only use certain words at home. You
Right.
just have home words.
Right. It was me and my dad thing.
And then it's like, well, what if they go to school and they start? Well, they're not, because they're home
No,
words.
no.
And they know their home
Yeah,
words.
Yeah.
I think that's a better way to do it than to be like they're taboo. Because when you act like stuff's taboo, kids want to do it more.
Right. I just had, and I talked to my wife about this the other day, and I was like, oh no. My parents, yeah, we was cussing.
Yeah, that makes
Wasn't
sense.
like we
and
cussed
because
at
I
our
don't,
parents.
I don't want to stop cussing.
No, fuck all that bullshit. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
I'm gonna keep talking that way, and I can't get mad at my kid for talking how I talk.
Because I'm going to talk in front of him like that.
Yeah, and if I'm allowed to do it and there's no problem with it, then
Go ahead, say what the fuck you need. I
can't be mad
basically
at
gave my
somebody else
kids
for doing it.
the same reign when they were, hey, man, say what the fuck you need to
just,
say.
Just don't call me a bitch.
Just don't do that shit
Or
to me,
something.
bro. If
Yeah.
you need to express yourself, you need fuck shit, motherfucker, I'm going to understand what you mean.
See, and then you teach them to cuss respectfully.
Right.
Like, I'm cussing at work all the time. Nobody ever cares, because there's a way to do it where
It's tasteful.
it really emphasizes your point.
We need to get this shit done.
yeah,
God
and
damn it.
people don't get mad about it.
Yeah. Every motherfucker in here know they role. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
would take offense to that. Shit,
I learned
every
that.
motherfucker in here knows their role.
I learned that in the Marine Corps too. There's this gunnery sergeant. He sat us down and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between cussing and cussing at somebody." And then he broke. He's like,
Lost
this,
art.
He's like,
Lost
this
art.
is stuff that you could say probably
Lost
without
art.
making me mad. And he's like, this is stuff that you can say that's going to make me mad.
You remember an example? Give me an example.
I mean, his example was basically just like, he's like, I'll tell you you're fucked up. I won't call you a motherfucker.
Okay.
And he's like, that's it. I'm never going to refer to you as a curse
And that
word.
was his actual way.
Yeah, that's how he explained it. He's like, I'll tell you, I'll be like, this is fucked up. I'm not going to call you a motherfucker. And then he's just like, just don't do it to me. It's like, okay, cool. And then I never really thought about it before, but now that's my rule about cussing at work: is as long as I'm not directing it at somebody, as long as I'm not like that motherfucker.
I like that.
I can be like, man, this shit's crazy. I can say stuff like that as much as I want. Nobody ever cares, as long as I'm not like, you're a piece of shit, you know. And it's just different because cussing at people just makes you're just mean, and people don't.
And they won't.
People aren't gonna want to talk to you.
Right, again, yeah, today, yeah, it'll be again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never talk to you again after that. Yeah.
So you can cuss about stuff, but don't cuss at anybody, and then usually you can get away with cussing.
Same way in prison.
Pretty, yeah.
Same exact way in prison. You can't tell a guy, yo, you know what I mean? You can't. You damn sure can't call him a motherfucker.
Yeah.
In a certain tone,
Right.
you know, because that's a fight automatically. Yeah, I can respect that. Another parallel.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just good, like, being in society rules. Yeah, I think people should just, you can cuss if you want to, just don't.
Society rules. Ooh.
Just don't fucking be a dick about it.
What are the rules in society now?
It depends on who you are.
Have they been rewritten?
Depends on who you are, you know?
Yeah,
It's kind of, it's different for everybody.
Yeah, I guess.
Some people have different rules. Like, I can't get in my car. I can't go drink a handle of Jack and go get in my car and drive down the street and get pulled over and get out of it. But some people can.
Some people can. Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
so it's
I ain't
different.
getting
Like,
that.
there's different. Rules are different for different people, man.
I guess so.
We don't all play football for the fucking or coach football or whatever. Like, who knows how many DUIs have been just like. Not so much these days because now people can like requisition the footage and all that shit. But
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying.
but back in the day, dude, like the starting quarterback gets pulled over, they probably don't even. They're just like, go home.
Get your ass.
They probably give him a ride. They're probably just
follow
like,
you
"Yeah."
home, right?
They're like, fucking Chuck will drive your car.
He's a fan.
Yeah.
Sign this first, though.
Uh huh. Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's definitely gone down
Yeah,
here.
shit probably still goes down, dude.
Probably still goes down.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen any.
It's easier with Uber and shit. I bet you the university just has like an Uber account and the players can just Uber whenever they want to.
Oh. Well, shit.
Because during COVID they did that with Uber Eats. Like the players could just order Uber Eats whenever they wanted.
Well, shit anymore, bro. They probably gonna have what is it, autonomous fucking vehicle, whatever. Down on. I mean, man. Last time I've been on, it's getting really techie down there.
I think eventually people are just not gonna leave their house. Because eventually you'll have your little headset and shit, and it'll be like you're actually there. And then once it's like you're actually there, what's the point of even going anywhere?
Well, we talked about the robot thing.
Yeah, it's weird.
I told you I had a client who does DoorDash and delivers quite frequently to this dude, you know, and then he can't say who this dude is, but the dude's a millionaire, you know. The house, he said, is probably 2,000 something square feet. So he was like, yeah, in 5-10 years, everybody's going to have one of these. When your kids go to buy a home, it's going to come with the home. So I was like, okay, you know, what's the perks of it? He's like, yeah, this thing, you can have this thing start 50 businesses for you in one day. Maybe 25 flop, maybe 25 don't. But you ain't got to do shit. I was like, well, fuck. Home defense.
And then it starts getting pissed. Did you play that game, Detroit?
Yeah.
Become Human or whatever?
I don't know about you, but that game conflicted me a little bit, man.
Yeah.
What side did you choose at the end?
Well, I didn't play it, but I know what it's about. I don't.
Try
It's
playing
complicated. It's complicated, man.
it. It is. It's very complicated. You really got to be
Yeah.
up here with that.
But I kind of am at like.
Because there's some racist shit in there, dog.
Yeah. I'm kind of at like. I just don't think we should make them like that. I don't think we should make them resemble people so closely.
No.
I think they should be a different thing. Like
so we know.
Like they should almost be a different state. Not even so we know, just so that we don't get like. Because like the side that I'm on is they're not alive and they're a machine and they just think they're alive.
I see where you're going with it.
Is the side that I'm on.
I see where you're going with this.
But it makes it hard for the human when it looks like a human.
You'll have motherfuckers falling in love with this fucking
Yeah, they
robot
fall in
shit.
love with it. There's people in the streets like fighting for robot rights or whatever. It's because it looks like us. But it only looks like us because we made it look that way.
Made it
Like
look
just
like that.
make it like It didn't even have to look scary. Like make it look like Rosie from the Jetsons
Yeah.
or something.
Make it look like a fucking
Like a robot, like
a robot.
something different.
R2D2 or some shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm there with you. And you have those weirdos that are awkward in life that will
I mean, they
this
already
is my
are.
companion now.
They already are. It's just a doll that doesn't even, at least then it's like
Not yet.
a thing.
Not
Well, I know
yet.
that's what I'm saying. Like those dudes already exist, and right now it's a doll that just sits there like, and they bring it to restaurants and shit and set it down. There's already dudes like that. So I'm not too like. There's always gonna be weird sex shit.
Well, at the end of the game, really at the beginning of the game, they're kind of developing enough intelligence to know like, yo, we can overpower. We can take over. We do have rights. That's what the whole game is about. They found out that they had rights because there were different, let's call species. There's different species of robots in the games. Some are higher tier, some are lower. And this is where it got real fucked up. And I'm like, this is like the Juneteenth thing, where the lower ones had the information about how they can be who they want to be, but the higher ones, they wanted to please their humans. And they were willing to kill for their humans for this not to get out. Try playing it, bro. Like
I've seen the part where you have to like crawl out of the fucking dump or whatever.
Yeah, and put yourself back together because they wanted to end the ones that had the information.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be like that. I don't think there will be like robots like that. I think it'll be more like a Jarvis and Iron Man type situation. Like I don't think they'll have a body. I think it'll be in the cloud, and your house will just, you'll be like, hey,
probably won't nothing you can even see anymore.
You'll be like, yo, start some toast, and the bread will just, there'll be some kind of mechanism that toasts the bread and shoots it out or something. Like it'll just be, I don't think it'll be like a robot that walks around your house doing the laundry or whatever.
No. I mean, because right now this is the trendy thing. And just like all trends, maybe in 10 years, it'll be in the cloud.
I think you could just throw all your laundry into the laundry chute or whatever, and then be like, yo, Jarvis, do some laundry, and it'll wash it and fold it and dry it, or dry it and fold it.
I see that more.
Spit it out. Like I don't think it'll be like an actual like robot sitting there folding your laundry.
I mean, because I don't believe in population control, but let's say hypothetically population control, overpopulation is a thing. You're just creating more fucking clutter to fucking take up more room. Say you mass produce,
and everything's going digital anyway. Like that PlayStation Pro, it doesn't even have, like, they don't even come with a disc drive.
You're not going to be touching anything anymore.
Yeah, it's just like they want everything to be digital now anyway. Yeah. And pretty soon, like, remember in Back to the Future when they can like download food? They like put it in that machine. It's like,
what was that? Two or three?
Two. Yeah.
Two.
Where they went into the future.
Yeah, when they went back in.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fucking accurate. I don't know how they did that fucking shit, but pretty fucking accurate.
My dad and my brother are 3D printing shit. It's only a matter of time before you can 3D print a chocolate bar and eat it or whatever.
Fucking heart. Heart transplant may fucking go away. Hey, man, I need a heart real quick. May take 6 hours to make, but fuck, who knows? I see that more than I see the robot trend thing coming on. I think this is just it's a trend.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be like a huge.
What was it? The fucking robotic dog. What was that? 5-10 years ago. I ain't never seen nobody with, unless you're a fucking. I think anyway you'd have to be an obnoxious rich person.
Yeah.
To even.
What do you even want it for? Like robots they're not even good enough to be that useful. I don't think right now.
Right. The usefulness
like
of
my. Fucking Siri doesn't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like I can't help you with that. Well, fuck you then, bitch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You can't turn on my flashlight. Now she can. For a long time, she couldn't do that though.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I see that as a trend. I try to tell a couple of dudes, they're like, no, everybody going. I'm like, yeah, but it'll be something sitting in the corner of your garage in 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Shit's getting better. It's gonna get better and better and better and better. And ain't gonna be no fucking robot walking around.
I just don't really have a desire for it. Like, you're gonna get bored.
And how many other companies are jockeying to make these things? There's just two companies that I know of.
I don't even know. I don't think people care. Like, I don't see anybody even asking for it. Like, I don't.
Obnoxious rich people.
I don't need it.
Who got one? I saw Kim Kardashian had one.
I don't have that much shit going on where I need like a robot doing like.
only benefit.
I do the dishes when I get bored with.
Yeah, there's just some shit I would like to do. I still like doing.
Like I'm sitting there playing PlayStation, and I'm like, I'm kind of bored of this. I'll go do the dishes or something.
Quick or something.
Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
If everything's done for me, like, what the fuck am I gonna do?
I like the idea of it starting and maintaining businesses,
That's cool.
but I think
Yeah, I like using them to make it so people don't have to work. But then I'm like, what happens after that?
what happens after that? What happens after that? Like I said, 25 businesses, that's a hypothetical stretch. Let's say 2.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your robot start 2 businesses for you. 1 flops, 1 doesn't, but that one ain't making a whole lot. Or even you just break even from what you were making on your job if you were working. So it ain't going to be all peaches and cream like that.
Well, if everybody has a robot starting businesses, there's going to be
how many businesses can you start?
There's going to be a billion businesses doing the same
Everything
shit.
can't be monetized. We'll have a bunch of dumbass shit.
Yeah, well, then money will just be worthless, and then nobody has a job. I just don't know how.
Idle time is the devil's workshop.
I don't know how people are going to navigate that, man. Like, money's so important. Like there's gonna be like, here's the house. Everybody gets a house like this. This is just yours. It's all the same for everybody. Is that how it's gonna work, or is it even gonna matter?
I'm pretty sure, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the robot thing it's a trend. I don't see that.
Yeah, I mean, they'll do stuff. I just don't think we'll have them in the house as much like that.
No.
I think they'll be making sure we don't
personally,
have to leave
I don't
the
want
house.
that motherfucker in the house. You gotta go out to the shed, homie, about 10 o'clock. You know what I mean? When I shut it down, you gotta go shut it down. I wouldn't want that fucking thing around my house.
It's weird, right?
I mean,
you just wake up and it's in your room or something.
right,
Like,
chilling. It heard a bump outside, so it comes in your room and just fucking standing there while you sleeping. I'm waiting on this dude to come back because I asked him, like, if he ever deliver back out there to that dude, ask him about home defense. Like, what does it do? Is it armed? Can you arm it? Does it just have a death blow?
sounds dangerous.
Will it knock a motherfucker? Or will it
See,
just
I don't think they should make them very strong.
hold you? What's the home defense? I mean,
I don't think they should make it be able to carry more than like 15 pounds or something, because I don't want it to be able to punch me in the face and knock me out.
and fucking crush your fucking whole face.
Yeah, I don't want it to be able to like kill me. So you got to make them weak, I think.
Okay.
But then they can't do anything.
Then it can't do anything.
So it's like,
there's
that's what I'm
if there's an
that's what I'm
intruder,
saying. It's
you're
like,
gonna
what's
want
the
it to
point?
fuck that intruder out.
Yeah, it's like, what's the point, man?
Or maybe there's a button you can turn down the violence sensitivity or something, man. I don't know. I mean, but fuck, it would have to give you some kind of home defense.
Yeah.
How much do these things cost? I know Elon Musk said he
Like 30.
he wanted them to be affordable. 20, 30,000.
Yeah, that ain't affordable.
That ain't affordable. How much is a Tesla car? I know he knocked the price
probably
down
like- I
on
bet
those,
it's
didn't
like
he?
60.
I see a lot of Teslas on the road, so they must be.
Oh shit. The Model S starts at 89,000.
That's affordable. That's the cheap one.
I don't know if that's a cheap one. It's a Model
Fuck.
S. I
What does that thing do? Does it fly?
don't.
89,000.
Oh well. The Model S must be like a super nice one. The Model 3's 36,000.
That's the one we seeing up and down the street every day.
Probably.
Let me see real quick. Fuck, I don't feel like I've seen any of them models nowhere.
I don't know. They all look the same to me.
Yeah, not attractive at all.
But yeah, you're probably looking like $40,000.
Okay. Shit, 40,000 for that little. Throw the robot in the back of that motherfucker. Let me get a robot for free for purchasing this ugly ass car. Cybertruck, that's his too, right?
Yeah. Kind of ugly.
Yeah.
There was when I was Googling the Tesla, there was a Cybertruck. There's a Cybertruck in Lincoln. It's the one that came up. I guess he's selling it. But he like polished it, so it's all. It looks, it's like a mirror.
Works downtown here somewhere.
It's
got
gotta
to
be illegal,
down
dude.
there. There was a.
It makes it like invisible practically.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a
it's-
Range Rover. They had a chrome wrap. He told me it was a wrap, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta get rid of this motherfucker." I was like, "Yeah, bro, because that can't be safe on the streets."
Yeah, dude, it can't be fucking legal at all. It's so distracting, and like
Yeah.
you're like blinding people with the glare.
Right,
and
and I
shit. It's like,
imagine it
God
would be
damn.
worse at night.
People
or in
can't
the
even see you.
or in
You're
the
like
sunset
You're
when
straight
you're
up
facing-
invisible, man.
Yeah. That obnoxious, bro. That's just obnoxious.
Well, and yeah, you only did it so that it's like
To be
so that
seen.
people will look at you, and
To
it's
be
annoying.
seen. Yeah, and it's just not attractive.
And
to
then
me
what
at
you don't
all.
like about it is people look at you like, I got rid of this. It gets too much attention. Like, what'd you want?
I really would like to know why he is selling it. It doesn't look like it would be a comfortable ride at all.
Nah.
There's two vehicles. Well, not just lift kits. When you hear that, like you hear that,
Yeah.
and I know you probably feel it too. In the Cybertruck, it just doesn't look comfortable. When I see him ride by every day, I'm like, he just doesn't look comfortable in there. And I could be wrong. How much does that motherfucker cost?
Cybertruck. Let's see. For a while, those were pretty exclusive. This one, it says MSRP $79,990, so $80,000 for this bad boy.
For that bullshit? What does it do? What's the feature? Don't tell me it's just a
Cybertruck
body.
features.
Like, does it drive by itself?
All right, I think, yeah, it has autopilot.
Okay.
It has a stoplight, stop sign warning feature that displays on the touchscreen. What the fuck? This is like an AI summary of the
Stoplight.
features, and I don't think it's actually telling me what the features are. We'll look at the actual website. We'll give it a.
Where are they selling them bitches?
I don't know. I guess at the Tesla dealership.
Oh yeah. Way the fuck out.
See, and they're like trying so hard to be cool. See that shit?
Stop. That's got to be the
Uh,
ugliest shit I've ever seen on the road.
Let's see.
And
So it
I'm-
gets 325 miles on its battery. 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Ultra hard stainless steel exoskeleton helps reduce dents, damage, and long-term corrosion. There's no paint. It's just metal. So you don't gotta worry about your paint getting fucked up or whatever. And it's like scratch resistant.
So you probably can't. You probably have to wrap it.
You can't
probably
dent
wrap
it. This video, he's like smacking it with hammers and stuff, and nothing's happening. Armor glass can resist the impact of a baseball at 70 miles per hour or class 4 hail. Acoustic glass makes the cabin quiet. As quiet as outer space, it says. Can't hear the outside at all. You can pull 2,500 pounds in the back and 11,000 pounds towing. Bed's 6 foot by 4 foot.
So like a pickup bed. There's a pickup bed under that shit.
Yeah, it's a truck. Yeah. Let's see, the back's just open. There's no.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
He must have a cover over here. It's like a bed cover or something.
Yeah, I think it comes with a cover, the vault bed cover. Fold up the seats for
Yeah, like a
extra
toolbox. Yeah, it looks like a
storage.
like a toolbox door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside spacious, modern, massive 18.5-inch touchscreen, and a 10-inch touchscreen in the back.
Why?
Good question. It's got cool speakers and shit. It's got wireless chargers all over the place. Bioweapon defense mode.
What?
Built-in hospital-grade filter helps provide protection from 99.97% of airborne particles. Bioweapon defense mode. Why'd you call it that?
What? Why?
Why'd you call it that? Why didn't you just call it like air
filter?
Air filter mode.
Motherfucker, just call
What
it
are you trying to make me scared
a
of?
fancy filter so I can drive it around in the apocalypse, motherfucker. What the fuck?
It's got a big light bar on it. Installation
fuck?
required. Oh, it's like a tent you can like pop out of the back of it.
Oh. What was that?
But that's not there. Like you can do that with
you
any
ain't doing
pickup
with
truck.
that, with
They
that.
just sell those. You can put on any pickup
Yeah,
truck.
anything.
So it's not. All-terrain tires.
So
You-
that there,
yeah,
back tires, front tires, all.
I think so. Yeah, I think you can like crab walk and shit.
Like the Hummer, like the Humvee.
Yeah, top speed 130 miles per hour.
That big ass fucking thing.
Guess so. Yeah, all-wheel drive. Rolling on dubs. It's on 20s. Yeah, there you go. Charges 128 miles in 15 minutes, so it only takes like a half hour to charge it all the way.
Okay.
It's not that bad.
Okay, if we're driving around the apocalypse and we have to stop for gas, we're gonna get got. That's a long time to charge for that big motherfucker. I'm not impressed. Why do I need bulletproof glass?
I don't know. That's why I think it's another it's another thing for rich people to just be obnoxious. It's just another like, look how much money I have
Why
thing.
do I need bulletproof glass?
That's what's weird. It's like bulletproof glass, bioweapon defense mode. Like, what are you worried about, dude? You're building this like anti-assassination car,
you tripping,
like,
man. Go chase some tornadoes in that motherfucker. That's what it looked like to me. Who's the motherfucker? Storm chasers.
yeah.
That's what they should call it. The Tesla Storm Chaser.
That's not a bad name for a car.
Tesla, hey.
That's pretty good.
Holla. We ain't got no ads yet, but yeah.
Cybertruck is kind of.
Take our feedback on design, though. Don't just
man.
do your own thing. Don't. Yeah, Tesla Storm Chaser.
The Tesla Storm Chaser.
That would sell in the Midwest. I'd go chase storms in that motherfucker. Shit.
You know what? People actually probably would buy it for that.
I mean, fuck. I mean, for everything you just explained, I'm thinking like, yeah, I'd chase tornadoes in that motherfucker. We should be pretty safe, right? Particles and shit. Our air's good. Ain't gonna be no 2x4s coming through this motherfucker, right? Tires good. What's the tires do? Nothing. They just plain rubber.
It said they were all-terrain tires. I don't know what
that shit. Okay.
Probably regular tires.
We might get a flat. But we on 20, so
yeah, right.
We wouldn't feel that. Yeah, man. Chase some storms, dog.
Tesla Storm Chaser. They got a marketing problem, dude.
Hey, man, fuck. Elon, dog, you might want to change direction with that.
No, he's busy now anyway.
Yeah, he's about to be
in charge of government efficiency.
What's his title about to be? Or is he going to make up one?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not even a government. It's not an actual government agency. It's like a committee. So he's not actually in the cabinet. He's like,
yeah, we had a little minor discussion about that. I don't even know if he could. Could he?
I don't know. I think he could.
I mean, and I made a joke about it the other day. I mean, Elon Musk is more African American than I am. I mean, that's
true. Yeah.
That's what they would.
I don't even think he's an American citizen. I think he's just African.
I think he is African. Not only African, South African.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know if they would even allow him to do that with his citizenship. I haven't dug into that.
I don't think you have to be a citizen to be in the cabinet.
You don't?
I don't think so.
Man, shit's all fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you I used to think like back in the 80s and shit, and it might have been just TV or something, you know, watching the A-Team and Rambo and that shit. I always thought it was required, at least to be a president, that you served in the military. I used to think that was required.
No.
But no, I think I found out not too long ago. No, that's not required of you. We kind of talked about it, how the tone has changed about Trump, you know, and a lot of the talk shows, they can't call him this, they can't call him that anymore. You're like, yo, he's about to be our president. I also used to think, and I'm pretty sure I remember a case where somebody got on TV and badmouthed the president, and they were charged for it. Maybe it was a threat. It could have been a threat. I was little, but I remember I used to think it was against the law to even speak bad about your president.
No, it's probably a threat.
Yeah, it might have been a threat. But I do remember, I told somebody, I'm old enough to remember when Ronald Reagan got shot. I remember that. I'm sure that lady got released from prison. I think she got released from prison maybe a few years ago. I think she's out. It was a woman, too. Little snub nose. Got him in the stomach. And, you know, when I think back on that, and I don't think a lot of people know this, but Ronald Reagan was a Hollywood actor.
Mm-hmm.
Not just, he wasn't no scrub either. Like, he was the guy for his time. Tall, dark, handsome. That was Ronald Reagan.
What would be the equivalent? That's like, I guess, The Rock.
Of the equivalent of,
like right now.
Right now, Ronald Reagan-ish, like type?
Yeah, like for somebody to be like Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, or something.
I'd say Tom Cruise
Yeah.
more than The Rock.
Yeah,
Just because Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Shit, he been around risky business. I mean, shit, we all saw risky business. Yeah, I would say Tom Cruise. where
It'd be crazy, man.
I think I even said this before. Like, yo, Tom Cruise would get some votes, bro.
He probably would.
He would get votes.
Every Scientologist would have to vote for it.
You know, and they what 2-3 million deep. You know, so starting out the gate, that's 3 million right there.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I don't think
for
there's
a
3 million. There's no way there's 3 million of them. Hold on. How many? I'm scared to even Google this.
I don't know. Yeah, I think he could be the only one that can make that transition. I think if Tom Cruise announced, yo, 2030, whatever, come 2030, yo, I'm running. More than The Rock.
Okay, this can't be true. The Church of Scientology says that they have more than 8 million members.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's not even the bad part. They have 8 million members, and they get 4 million more every year.
Oh, fuck.
They're full of shit. That's not. No way.
No way.
No way. The actual estimate is that they're between 25 and 55,000 in the United States.
Where the fuck they getting 8 million from 25,000?
Well, that's what Scientologists say that when they're recruiting.
Oh, well, yeah.
When they're recruiting,
story.
when they're recruiting people, they're like, "There's 8 million of us,"
okay,
but they're not. That's a lie.
That's fucking scary if it is. God
but you
damn.
can't prove they're lying, so they're allowed to say it because nobody can prove they're lying.
And they're not really in high regards of a lot of people either.
Right.
So, damn. Well, let's say hypothetically. Yeah, that's 8 mil right there.
Hypothetically. If they get 4 million a year, there'd be like 70 million of them by now, and the entire United States would be Scientologists waiting for the fucking spaceship.
Them Catholics and Muslims, where they are average of what 4 to 8 kids a household. 8 million. That's still a lot, though.
If it were true.
If it were true, that's a lot.
That's no way it's true.
I know Muslims, they're deep, but 8 million, it just in America?
Yeah, because how many Muslims are there in America?
Yeah, they're deep too. And that's just because they have a lot of kids.
Yeah, there's only 4 million Muslims in the United States. There's not 8 million Scientologists.
No way. Because there's white Muslims, there's black Muslims, there's
Yeah.
Asian, so I was about to say, that's fucking scary.
Nah, there's not that many.
Nah.
They're full of shit.
Nah. But yeah, Tom Cruise. I don't have The Rock on my list, dog.
I think he's kind of a dick.
Yeah, I think he's
people have been telling stories about him being
Hawaii
asshole.
shit, right? Yeah, I'm gonna give Tom.
I don't even know
Cruise.
why. I guess he like pisses in bottles and just makes his assistant throw him away.
Just
and
crazy shit you hear about some of these people, man. We're just like,
pissing in bottles is okay, but throw it away yourself.
You go throw that shit away, motherfucker.
And he was like 7 hours late to set one day.
Well, who was it? Vin Diesel. Yeah, Vin Diesel was telling the truth the whole time about that motherfucker.
Yeah.
But him being The Rock, he took it and twisted it. Yeah, Vin Diesel told the truth about that motherfucker the whole time. Yeah, I'm gonna give Tom Cruise 2030, man. I'm trying to sit here and think.
Fucking might as well, dude.
Tom Cruise 2030.
Might as well.
I might fuck around and register, man.
Fuck, I can't stop yawning, man. But that's okay because we're out of time anyway, and it's time to go. I'm gonna go get some good sleep, dude. I've been sleeping good, but I haven't been going to bed until like 1 in the morning, and I get up at 6:30 and shit. So my dogs, they gotta go out at 6:30, man.
You gotta even that out.
Yeah.
I gotta go home and even out my schedule.
Going to bed earlier. But I got my shit in a new spot, so I want to play some games in my new spot.
Nice and cozy.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening. Tell your friends to listen too. They'll probably like us and check us out next week. See you later.